Well, less than 10 days to go till Christmas, and I'm just wondering, why does it smell like a burning tire out here? We're back at Disneyland's neighbor, Disney California Adventure, where the Festival of Holidays is still underway. Something I have not seen this entire season, even though I've been down here a whole bunch. Somehow, I've never had the opportunity to pop in. So let's do that now. Oh, look at it. DCA, Buena Vista Street. I was not a huge fan. I was here when DCA opened, but I was not a huge fan of it in its early phase 1 appearance. It has grown on me and grown on me over the years as they plussed it up. They really cleaned this place up. But of course, such is life. Just when I got attached to the old girl, she's gonna change things up again. The Pacific Electric red car trolley here at DCA is gonna be closing in under 2 months. February 8th, I think, is the last day, or is the closing day. I did a video not too long ago where we were checking out the actual real Pacific Electric red car that inspired the ones here at DCA, the ones they modeled these off of. And I learned to drive an old street car. That was out at the old Orange Empire Railway Museum. Can't remember what it's called now. Southern California Railway Museum, something like that. So just when I get attached to the red cars, just when I understand their brilliance, they're going away. Not that they're a very practical method of transportation, you know, it's way better to take a Main Street vehicle on the other side, so they move very slow, there's always people in the way. I get all that, but they're just such a great piece of scenery, slowly moving through the streets of Walt Disney's Los Angeles over here, and look, there's the man himself. It's old Walt Disney. Look at that statue. What a beautiful statue. I prefer him in statue form to robot form. And supposedly we're getting robot form, whether we like it or not. Look at this. The Five and Dime is just packing up. They just did a performance here. We used to make great music in this country. I just love that sound. Everybody loves that sound. Bring it back. Oh, look, it's the lady with her dog. I never see this lady. I always miss her walking around. Look at that dog.
What dog?
Oh, look at that puppy right there.
Lady, she's a rescue.
Lady doesn't have a leash.
Well, she's got a fancy collar, and
Okay.
we live on Buena Vista Street, so I just carry her everywhere. darling.
Okay, I see.
If you
Wow.
need to find her, just ask me. I'll
Merry
be over.
Christmas,
I
lady.
will.
I had to walk away quickly because I wanted to do the whole Clouseau, does your dog bite bit? But I don't think she would have played along. Just saw Minnie Mouse a few seconds ago. And I spy with my little eye just under the Carthay Circle Theater, just around this crowd. Look at that, it's Goofy. He was meeting and greeting with all of his fans, his public. Now he's being ushered back to his VIP green room somewhere. I love seeing the Disney characters. I also love seeing the sort of unique characters that you only really see at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida, and here on Buena Vista Street in Disney California Adventure. Dude, look at the size of that Christmas tree. And look at this. This should look familiar to you. Here's something we just saw. There's Walt Disney's barn. We were just at the real barn in Griffith Park, and look, there's a little facsimile, a little model version right here under the Christmas tree in DCA. Just out there, I just met Walt Disney's granddaughter. That was random. Ooh, a Zeppelin, that's mine. Looks like an awful lot like one of Walt's houses. That's cool. I've never really thought about whether that dollhouse is a specific Easter egg or reference. Man, look at that Christmas tree. DCA does the holidays right, man. They go crazy during Halloween now. Always been fantastic, at least over here in Buena Vista Street with Christmas. I remember when Santa used to sit inside one of these stores because the crowds were a lot lighter. They've since moved Santa Claus over to the Redwood Forest. Maybe we'll get a chance to check it out. Oh, look at old Hollywood land. I wonder what happened to the huge elephant things that were on either side of the gateway here. I didn't have anything particular to do over here in Hollywood. I mostly just wanted to come by and look at the trolleys cruising down the road. One last time, or maybe one last time. I never know when I'm going to come over to DCA. I feel like it's not all that often. So just in case, I'm just soaking it in the Pacific Electric red cars one last time before some crazy judge builds a freeway. Oh, yikes. Watch out for the hot dogs, guys. Here comes another one, old 717. I know we're off to a slow start. It's not my fault these things move so slow. Man. There seems to be no agreement on if and when they're coming back. I kind of doubt they'll get rid of them. Maybe they'll just figure out another way to route them or another station. Just in case, you never know. Right? We're always told, like, we're getting a Mary Poppins ride, and then it doesn't happen. Sometimes, like, we're going to refurbish something, and it never comes back. Always better to err on the side of caution. Get your last looks while you know you can. All right, I saw Minnie, I saw Goofy. So far, I haven't seen Mickey, but I have a feeling he might be hidden behind the red car. Because I see a long line poking out there, and I highly doubt it is for the streetcar itself. Let's see what's going on. Oh, there he is. Christmas Mickey. Looking like, I don't know, a combination of, 1920s LA, but also a little bit Bob Cratchity. Doesn't he just remind you of Bob Cratchit and Mickey's Christmas Carol? I love that movie. 3 cheers for Scrooge. I think one thing that helped DCA get a lot more lovable wasn't just the remodels and the plussing and adding a little bit more theming, but also the fact that all the trees have grown up now, so the place isn't just completely barren. When it first opened, the trees were all tiny, and there was just no shade anywhere. I'm kind of ask anybody, that first year, man, 2001, 2002, 2003, back in that era, that's like everybody's memories of the park is just being so hot. The unmerciless strength of the sun pouring straight down at your noggin. Ooh, they got a little holiday picture spot over here by the roaring falls coming down from Grizzly Peak. I never thought it looked like a bear. It took me a long time to see the bear. I always saw a wolf. When it first opened, I was like, look at the size of that wolf. And I was like, it's a bear. Oh, yeah. I remember. I'm also starting to feel a little old when I think of the old weird farm here in Bugs Land and how long it's been since they were here and replaced with the Avengers campus, which seems to be very popular. I'm not going that way, though. Sorry. Look at this little cart selling stocks, not stocks. No, not stocks. That's what Bob Iger does. He sells his stocks. No, selling socks. Stance? Socks. Look at all these Disney socks. You can get some Darth Vader socks. You can get some... Never thought I would see Deadpool socks for sale at DCA, but there they are. I don't know why I said stocks. I don't own any stocks. I own a lot of socks, though, thanks to Costco. I love these little carts. I was just telling a friend of mine yesterday, I had this great idea for a book cart, right? Like I go to Paris and I see those bouquinistes, those little book stalls along the Seine, along the river. I thought, man, I should get like a cart. Sell old books, like maybe in one of the parks around here. Not theme parks, I'm talking about like, Irvine Park or... Then I realized there's no pedestrians anywhere in Orange County. So I thought, well, that's not good. And then I also realized nobody reads. Nobody reads books anymore. I don't think that would be a great seller, Too many free libraries around anyways, competing with me. Darn those free libraries. Look at that. Season speedings from Cars Land. This is what I'm after. We have no mission today. Just sort of a random event where I have 2 friends that are down here. One from San Francisco, one from closer. They both hit me up and said, hey man, any chance you're going down to the park on such and such a day? I thought, no, there really isn't. I don't have a reservation. And one popped up last night. So, like I told you yesterday when we were out in Riverside looking at the Mission Inn's Festival of Holiday Lights and that crazy Tio's Tacos, I'm just like mega in my go with the flow era right now. That's my new era. I've turned a page into just go, hey, screw it, go with the flow. Let's bring the friends everywhere we go. So here I am, bringing you along for just a chill walk around DCA. I haven't been through here at all this Christmas, so it's nice to just get a glimpse. And we'll just see where the day takes us. Ka-chow! Oh, here it is. The old Route 66 sign tree. Look at that. Every Route 66 fan should have one of those. I was just thinking about Route 66 last night. Thinking about the 100th anniversary coming up. A little over a year. I'd like to get back out on the old Mother Road this summer. We'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at Guido. He's got his holiday scarf on. Oh, joy to the world. That's where they changed the songs into Christmas songs over here at Luigi's Casa della Tires. Right over here behind the famous Radiator Springs Horn O'Plenty. Get it? See what they did there? Here they are. And I don't know if you can hear that. There's some Christmas music playing. with Luigi singing. I love these little cars. They're so cute. I was a little bummed when they took out the flying tires just because they're so weird, and it was a cool throwback to the old Disneyland flying saucer ride. But look how cute those little cars are. I want one like that that can actually drive down the road. How cute would that be? He's singing, "We wish you seasons, speedings." That's it. Song is done. The problem with traveling so much in my life has been that every time I'm somewhere, I start missing somewhere else. So like right now, I've been home for a little while and I've been having the craziest hankering for the desert. Like just like some people crave food, like, oh man, I'm really hankering for some chocolate ice cream. I get hankerings for biomes and environments. It's just like a really strong craving. Just craving the desert right now. I'm going to Las Vegas at the beginning of January. Look how peaceful it is out here right now. In the desert. It's just like so chill. In DCA, the last few weeks, I've been popping into Disneyland off and on, and it's been crowded and crazy. You got Fantasmic and Christmas fireworks and all this stuff. Christmas parades every 5 minutes. Oh, I think I figured out where everybody is. They're all over here eating. It's chow time, apparently. It's lunchtime. I must have missed the memo. Everybody's enjoying San Francisco. They're all grabbing those good tacos over there at Cucina Cucamonga. I'm just trying to get out. Ah, there we go. This reminds me. My friends are here from San Francisco. I've got to go find them. They're somewhere in DCA. Dude, speaking of the re-theme around here, I'm glad they didn't get rid of these fish. And I'm glad they didn't get rid of these fish. The fun fish, fun pick photo op of the century. Fish theming. Walt's original vision. Fish. I didn't like the theming around DCA at first because it was sort of everything that Walt didn't want in a theme park, right? You had the giant Ferris wheel and sort of that boardwalk carnival atmosphere that he didn't like. He was trying to create the opposite of that. But what's funny is now that they keep re-theming it and changing things, anything that's left from original DCA, like the fish over there, it's suddenly more lovable. I'm suddenly like, no, don't get rid of the fish. Come on, the fish. Looks like they're setting up for some kind of show over here. Lots of little toy soldiers in the bushes. It's just like a gorgeous day out here. It's been a little cold lately. Now we're having this warm, so it's like 70 degrees. I picked a horrible day to put on a faux leather jacket to walk around. It's been so cold lately, you step out of your house, 5 minutes later, it's like 40 degrees. Now it's 70 degrees. The weather won't make up its mind. Look at the brews and bits at the bottom, little festival booth. But what I like is King Triton up here. He used to be in Disneyland. You know that whole fountainy area that's now Pixie Hollow over at Disneyland was for a little while King Triton's garden, so it's like a sort of little water garden, and they had this guy out there as a fountain, and then when they built the ride, supposedly, they just took that guy from over there, stuck him on top of the building. He looks great. He's looking great. I strongly prefer the Little Mermaid to the old show that was in there with Whoopi Goldberg. Although again, now that all the funky weird stuff from DCA 1.0 is gone, it's sort of charming. There was a show in there. She was Khalifa, the goddess of California. It was this most bizarre thing. There's huge statues of animatronic Whoopi Goldberg as this god thing. It's like, what does God need with a theater? Gosh, it's beautiful out here today. Look at that. Southern California. I was just watching my friend Adam's catching up and watching all of his videos in Alaska. You know, he invited me to go with him. I couldn't go. At first, I was super bummed out that I couldn't go. Like, dang it. I need my 50th state also, Alaska. Then I watched how cold it was and how much ice there was. I went, thank God I didn't go. I'd love to go to Alaska, maybe in the summer. But look at this. My friend Adrian and Anita over here from San Francisco. This is who I came to see. These are the only people that could drag me out of bed on the one day I was allowed to sleep in. Oh, look at this. They got a crystal arts booth out here. All that fancy glass stuff that I'm very afraid to touch. My Nana used to have a cabinet of stuff like this. Mostly clowns, creepy glass clowns. Every once in a while she'd open it up. We got to play with the clowns. I was always terrified I was gonna drop my Nana's clowns, glass clowns. You ever have any glass clowns, Adrian?
No glass clowns.
No glass. What is it with our generation doesn't want any glass clowns? But our grandparents were like nuts over glass clowns.
We grew up with too many chopsticks, now we don't want them.
Yeah, everybody's grandma had a bunch. My thing is action figures though, that's my weakness. I'll stuff every corner with action figures, but no clowns.
No clowns.
Everybody loves clowns. Oh my gosh, look at this, it's Winter Russell. He's all Christmased out, ready to go on another adventure, looking for Kevin. Haven't spotted Christmas Kevin anywhere, but Christmas Russell is holding court as we head into Northern We're actually kind of like, it's almost like I'm making you go home because we're walking into Northern California over here.
You said you want to go see Santa.
Yeah, I gotta go see Santa.
Over there.
I know him. All right, here he is. He's in Redwood Creek. Santa's holiday visit. Of course, we met Santa, or we saw Santa across the street over at Disneyland a couple days ago, but never hurts to go and check on the big cheese. See what the big guy's doing. Anita just said you never come in here.
Never.
But this is like your land.
It's kind of my land.
You live up in the north by the redwoods.
Yeah.
You don't enjoy the trees, Adrian?
I enjoy the trees. I do enjoy the trees.
Dude, we gotta go.
I just planted 150
We gotta
redwoods.
go freaking off-roading up there on that crazy ranch you work on again.
I just did 150 redwoods. We planted them in a row.
Let's go knock them down. That's where everyone's going to meet Santa. Look at the elves. Santa's elves. Hello. That's so cool. We're not getting in line for Santa. We don't need any. I have plenty of candy canes. Oh, there he is. Santa. Look at him over there. Jolly old Saint Nick. Meeting and greeting. Look at that guy. He loves to. When does he have time to deliver all those toys? Well, I guess he does it all in one day. Maybe the elves supervise themselves these days. I feel like Santa spends a lot of time talking.
A lot of social engagement.
Yeah, he's a busy guy. Probably has a lot of, what are those called? I was gonna say personal assistants. I was gonna say public assistants. That's dumb.
PAs running around.
Yeah.
PAs.
Hot
I'm-
chocolate
LA.
cookies at the ready.
Yeah.
LA, he's got PAs.
Dude, you live by George Lucas.
I do.
You ever seen him up there, just running around?
Mm-mm.
Dude, I want to see George Lucas
He
just
directed
once.
me once, though.
That's true. You were in a movie with him.
Yes. That was
And
fun.
you played a German character. You had to
German
wear one of
character.
those uniforms.
I had to shave.
That is weird.
It was
And no
very
facial
weird.
hair. That
I had
was
no
the weirdest
facial hair
part, no
for
facial hair.
3 days.
That is so weird.
No, I'm not
And
saying.
what would you be without your beautiful beard? I was just thinking it's weird to show up on the set of a movie. You're like, yes, I'm going to be in a World War II movie. This is awesome. Cool. Which one's my That one? I have to wear that one? No.
You guys costume had bullet holes in it. They couldn't use them.
What? Oh my gosh, guys, squirrel. Squirrel.
Rudolph?
Squirrel. Squirrel. This squirrel's not afraid of anything. Look, he is not concerned about us. Okay, we're just gonna
Serious happening there.
We're just gonna cruise by, I guess. He does not care. That's a city squirrel right there.
What are you trying to get?
What's he eating?
I don't know. He's looking.
Something.
Chocolate.
I just like how he does it. Yeah, I hope it wasn't chocolate. I don't know. I don't think squirrels should eat chocolate. Maybe. I don't know. Whoa, there's an even bigger rodent over here. Adrian just said, ask him. Dale will know. Dale will know whether or not squirrels can eat chocolate. Hi, Dale. Can squirrels eat chocolate? He doesn't know. He's not sure. There was a squirrel down there eating chocolate. That's why I figured. I said, Dale will know whether that's okay. Maybe he doesn't know. I came to the forest and I stumped Dale. Sorry, Dale. Whoa. That's so weird. Big Al. I just heard the speaker say, "Yep, it's me, Big Al." I didn't know he talked. I didn't know Big Al said anything other than there was blood on the saddle and blood all around. All right, we've explored the forest. We've roamed the festival just a little bit. Found my friend Adrian. Now we're gonna cross over to the other side. Gonna head over to Disneyland now. Got another friend I have to meet up with over there. We'll just see what happens. Look at this, right in front of Oswald. I was just saying 5 seconds ago to Adrian and Anita, I was like, I never see Oswald anymore. And I manifested him. I summoned him with my mind powers because all of a sudden we're exiting the park. And there he is, Oswald the lucky rabbit. Weird. All right, there we go. That's it for Festival of Holidays, at least for today. And now Walt Disney's original Magic Kingdom. Oh, Disneyland. Boy, it's rare. I could probably count the days on one hand that I've walked into DCA before Disneyland. Here we go, back in the original Magic Kingdom. Oh, man, look at this. Everybody's already lined up for the daytime Christmas parade. But you know what? That's still like the lightest crowd I've seen in the park for a while. This is a great day. This is a great day for cruising. I just stepped on the wrong side of the rope. Oh, now I gotta catch it. I'm always doing something wrong. Look at Main Street. Main Street at Christmas. It is a beautiful thing. Squished up on the sidewalk, not so much, but look at Main Street. Tilly holding down the fort in her holiday finery. She never has to worry about people bumping into her or strollers running over her ankles. She's protected. She should run for president. She's so chill. Look at that, though. The Disneyland band rocking some Christmas tunes. Look at those guys. Look at those handsome devils. All right, well, I would go straight to the castle like normal, but considering the crowds, just gonna cruise in this way. Look at the size of that mountain right there. It's a Swiss mountain, it's full of holes. Anyway, I'm gonna be at Disneyland tomorrow, actually. I'll be cruising around here tomorrow because I do have a mission when it comes to Disney history. I've got some amazing old footage that I've been camping on, waiting for a special occasion to bring out. So if all goes well, the next time you see me back here with something a little less random and a little more epic for you. At the moment, I have absolutely no idea what we're doing. We're just chilling, we're just walking around. Ah, finally, they're uncovered the 3 fences of destiny. You got the 2007 fence, you got the other fence. Look at this one, 1958-59 original Autopia area fencing. This little piece right here is the important one. This is 3 eras of Disneyland meeting up right here in this corner. 3 different styles, obviously. But this right here, dude, that is so cool. So you're touching a piece of old classic Disneyland history when you touch that. Your great-grandfather could have leaned up against that. Awesome. There was just one fly in the ointment, one flaw in the plan. We're like, we'll avoid the parade. We'll come back here. Maybe we'll go up by Small World. Well, duh, the parade goes right past Small World. We're in the thick of it now. No escape. They have freed us to cross the street. I feel so much joy. I feel like we're on a roller coaster. We can actually walk and move our legs. I'm excited. All right, I'm coming back over to the Fantasyland Theater area because I just want to see if I can spot Santa. I want to see if he's fast enough to have gotten over here to Disneyland before I could get over here. Oh, he's not there. That old crafty Claus couldn't beat me. I am fleet of foot, my friends. Look at this. They have some spongy snowballs are thrown around with all the kids down there. And they're watching the Very Many Christmases, or watching some kind of Mickey Christmas special over there. I'm supposed to tell you, by the way, from Brett Iwan, that it's very good. You gotta watch the Very Many Christmases. Look at this menu over here. Look at this. Fireside mac and cheese bites. Holiday beef dinner potato. Several different baked potatoes over here. You hungry for a baked potato? You've been having a craving? Come over here, dude, to the Troubadour Tavern. The old Videopolis, Fantasyland Theater. They'll do you right. Stuff yourself full of potatoes. Tight. Look at that freaking potato right there.
I didn't know they had these things here.
Me neither.
Her bank teller told her to come here and grab this.
That's the most random thing ever.
Right?
Hey, by the way, when you're at Disneyland, get yourself a potato. Oh my gosh, I may not have seen Santa, but look at this. I finally waited around long enough to see Christmas Geppetto. Dude, you never see Geppetto running around. Look, even the band looks stoked to see freaking Geppetto out here. Oh, Santa's back. Look, fighting condition Santa. Look, he's all slim. He's all toned up, dude. Santa's been taking supplements. All right, now I've been trying to see something for literally like 2 weeks. And if Christmas Geppetto is down there, I might be in luck. I've got to try anyway. A couple weeks ago, I was here with Adam the Woo. We were riding in the Lily Bell around the... I've told you this before, but we were riding around and I could see Christmas Pinocchio from the Lily Bell. Of course, we weren't going to jump out of the Lily Bell to see... And look! Finally! Pinocchio! Christmas Pinocchio! We had a sighting. It's like seeing Bigfoot or something. The puppet with no strings. Even though this is just a random walk-around adventure, I feel like I just achieved something. By the way, it's 70 degrees out here, like I said, 74 or something now. Should not have worn this. Dude, I love this. I know, it's just a fence and it's just an old ticket booth, but these little relics of the past, these relics of classic Disneyland mean so much to me, especially since I've been doing all that old footage collecting and old photo collecting. I'm always looking to expand the archive if you find a box of old Disneyland pictures, but anyway, the point is, all the old little knickknacks, the things that you can see in pictures with your grandparents, and then come and touch today. That is just such a cool feeling. It's the kind of high I'm always looking for, you know, finding some little thing and getting that weird thrill, like I'm here looking at something Walt Disney looked at, riding a ride that my grandparents used to ride around. Oh, what's this? We got all kinds of characters walking around today. Hello. So many characters are on the loose. Oh, look at that. Pretty short line for Storybook Land canal boats, but I don't have time. Such a tease though, like, oh, it's been a while since I've been on those little canal boats. I love those things. But that's a classic, perfect example of just something that your grandparents, your great-grandparents could have rode around on. Certainly my mom grew up coming here and riding on these boats, and of course, there's photos of Walt Disney on these boats. So this experience here, Casey Jr. back there, Storybook Land, this is the kind of classic vintage thing you want out of Disneyland. And the reason why I always get a little bit grumpy whenever they're going to expand the parks, whether it's a Star Wars land, whether it's this whole new big expansion they're working on, is because, you know, the new stuff is cool and people like to check it out. It'll have a long line. But then what do people want to do? They want to come back and do the classics. They want to do Pirates. They want to do the Fantasyland dark rides. So then those rides get longer lines than they've ever had before. Then Disney panics and they're like, we got to put a fast pass line in Pirates or whatever. And that makes the regular line even longer. It's a never-ending cycle. So whenever this comes up for debate, people go, well, what would you do, genius? You got to build a third park. You've got to open another park. And contrary to some people's opinion, they got plenty of land to do it. I just, it's not that I don't like the new stuff. It's like, cool, new stuff is coming. It's just that, you know, people are going to look at the new stuff and be like, cool, great. Let's go to the Jungle Cruise. The line will be longer than ever. That's the part where I'm like, oh, man. Plus, it'd just be awesome to have another park. Third park. I mean, I grew up here. This is my home turf, but when people say Disneyland or Disney World, I usually now say, wow, Disney World, because you have 4 parks to go to. It's a whole, it's apples and oranges, really. I'm not saying one's better, but you have the choice between one or the other. Say you're going for a whole week or something. You might want to do Disney World. I don't know. I'm on the fence, but I never even would have considered that, you know, 10 years ago or whatever. We need another park. That's what I think. Apparently, that's a very unpopular opinion. By the way, speaking of Pinocchio and Geppetto, boom! This was the old Geppetto toy shop right here at the exit for Pinocchio in 1983 when they opened this bad boy up, or 82, sorry. And all through my childhood, there were little puppets right there, like marionettes or toys on display. And this was Geppetto's shop. And they rethemed it. They did a whole Frozen thing. They had Olaf sleeping on the roof. It hasn't been open as a toy shop for years and years and years. It's just been closed, just sitting there. And then the other day, we walked by the window. The curtain was open. There were people in it. And we figured something out over here around the corner at the old Pinocchio's Village House restaurant, which has been the Red Rose Tavern, rethemed to the live-action Beauty and the Beast for some reason a while ago. I don't know why. I still don't. I'll never know why. We figured out something. If you go inside of here, where it is still very weird seeing these guys in here instead of Pinocchio, we figured out that they were using that Geppetto toy shop as seating that you could access from somewhere in here. Yeah, look at this. This is Geppetto's toy shop. That is so weird. They did a Frozen meet and greet in here forever. And they obviously rethemed it to go with the Red Rose Tavern. So strange. There were all these carved wooden toys in here. It still exists in Disneyland Paris. I've showed it a bunch of times over there. This is so weird. So you can just get like a little private dining room. If you're lucky enough, you could scoot in there. If you scoop it quick enough, like bring enough friends in there to get the whole room, you have like a private dining experience. Very, 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 very rarely ever come in here at Disneyland. I used to go in all the time when it was the Pinocchio theme. It's very, very, very rare for me now. I'm always going in Village Haas, still put the Pinocchio theme. In Florida at Walt Disney World. I forgot how awesome it is in the original one. Not quite as, what's the word, in depth, not quite as themed out as Florida. In that there's no like second story to go sit on. It's still very elaborate. It's such a cool thing. Oh, the Gaston stuff. He uses antlers and all of his decorating. My, what a guy. I mean, it works. Sort of the Gaston theme kind of fits with the weird Pinocchio architecture. It's just weird. I haven't been in here in a while. That's what these days are so fun for me for Just terrible grammar, but that's why these days are so fun. When I could just come and just randomly roam around because I go, hey, I haven't popped in there for a while. Sometimes it's nice to just see what's going on at Disneyland. Speaking of things I normally don't do or that aren't on my usual loop, let's go through Galaxy's Edge. Let's take a shortcut, or a long cut really, around Rivers of America through the most Christmassy land of them all. Yeah, I know, Life Day, whatever. I'm not a Star Wars Land hater at all. It's just one of those things that I need to be like, specifically, I'm coming down to do Star Wars Land. Then I can get myself in the headspace and get all pumped up for it. And on the other days, I'm running around thinking of like, you know, Walt Disney and classic Disneyland history and things. It's so jarring, it doesn't fit in with my thoughts. Oh, I see a friend over there. I see a friendly cast member. Oh, look at this. Our character streak continues. There's Vi the Spy. Is that her name? I hope I'm getting that right. It's been a while since I've seen her. And it's been a while since I thought of that. Man, maybe we'll see Chewbacca. That's always cool. I mean, it does look awesome. They should film Star Wars stuff here. Utilize it more. Get it in the shows or the movies. It's just so weird. 1 second you're looking at teacups and Dumbo, and the next second, whoa, that's a Millennium freaking Falcon. That's what it is. That's what it is right there. Man, I must admit, this is still cool. Fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. See, that's the thing. Not being a hater, but when I come to Star Wars Land, I see Kylo Ren. I'm like, yeah. See the new stormtroopers. Okay. See the spy, the rebel spy running around. That's cool. It's not until I see that thing that I'm like, impressive. Most impressive. I mean, that is from my Star Wars, you know. So if I saw Darth Vader walking around over here, I'd lose it. I'd lose my mind, or Yoda or something like that. There is one character, though, they put out here that does resonate with me, which is the Mandalorian. Every once in a while, you can see him over here. He's got Grogu, with Baby Yoda with him. Do you call him Grogu, or do you still go with the Baby Yoda? It's hard to erase Baby Yoda from all our minds before we knew Grogu's name. I don't see old Mando out here running around today. I was hoping our character sighting streak would continue. We still have time. We might see Chewbacca or something. Oh, and speak of the devil. Well, Chewbacca's not the devil. Speak of the giant dog. There's Chewbacca and Rey right back there. Boy, they're getting mobbed. They're getting surrounded over here. Man, people are stoked on Chewie and Rey. Oh, and Vi the Spy. We got all the rebels clustered back here up against the rocks. They're hiding. They can make a quick escape through that tunnel. All right, this is as close as we're gonna get. I guess I can't help it, okay? I don't want to be a hater, but there's a part of me that's just like, I just want to turn the corner and see Luke, or Han Solo, or maybe just Mark Hamill. That'd be fun and festive, a little Mark Hamill. What's he up to anyways? He's got time. All right, well, it was a short visit. I gotta start wrapping up Disneyland now because this is the season where we're within 10 days of Christmas. By the way, look at that. Look at the Happy Life Day Chewbacca popcorn bucket. We're still in that season, less than 10 days to go till Christmas, so we got Christmas parties and holiday gatherings, family stuff coming up, friendships to bloom. I don't know what I'm saying, I have no idea. So I have some people to meet up with out in LA tonight. Like I say, I'm in my go with the flow, heck it era, as my friend Adam would say. Heck it. I'm in my quit talking about it and do it, or quit thinking about it and do it. No excuses mode right now. So, like today, I wasn't meant to be down here. There was something else I was actually supposed to be doing, but if I could snag a reservation, then there's no reason not to come down and enjoy a good old-fashioned Disneyland walkabout with absolutely no purpose and no ambition. Oh my gosh, would you look at the size of that barn? Look at that big old gift shop. Still not open. Not quite yet. I'm sure people will gush over it when it's open. Look at the way it blocks the whole Haunted Mansion. It's like, let's go this way. Is there anything fun to do? Not that I can see. Oh. I'm also curious why they were like, oh, let's call it Madame Leota's Somewhere Beyond. I get it. It's kind of cool, but because it's a huge barn in front of the Haunted Mansion, it's supposedly the carriage house. Like, why not just have that be the name? The carriage house on the outside. Then when you get inside, I don't know. I guess I would do things differently. But I'm not the one in charge, am I? Nor am I ever likely to be with that kind of attitude and that kind of mouth on me. That's why I don't get the invites to the movie premieres. I'm like, why'd they do that? Somebody out there's like, Get him. That's okay. I didn't want a free Disney cruise anyways. I'm happy riding the Mark Twain around. I don't know what it is. Just feeling a new kind of energy. The thing about me is that I have some chronic disease that I have to contend with, right? So some days I'm just down, some days I'm just sick, some days I just can't move. So I do feel maximum gratefulness when I do feel well enough to be out and about and doing things. It just gives me that rush of like, oh, thank God, you know. And I've decided from now on, I would like to try to make the most of that. By which I mean going out and doing as much as possible with you guys, bringing you along for the ride. So I hope this wasn't too annoying and weird to have a very random adventure out here. I feel like a couple hours of Disneyland fun is better than a couple of hours of none. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought that was going to rhyme a little bit better than it did. I thought I was composing poetry. No, just bathroom wall stuff. Anyway, after a bout of illness, a really bad illness earlier this year, and through this whole summer, and then again in November, I felt down, I felt slow, I felt sluggish. And I've been trying and trying. I figure if I could push my way back through, get back on the horse during the holidays when I'm essentially burning the candle at both ends. There's all these parties and things and people to meet with at night, and be filming in the day and be editing at night and all that stuff. If I can get back in that mode where we're always having adventures and push my way through all that, oh, we'll be in mean, lean fighting condition when the new year actually hits. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with a super top secret Disneyland mission, something that I've never done that I think you'll find fun. Something to do with vintage Disneyland and some history, unless plans change, and plans are changing all the time this time of year. I do have some exciting stuff to share with you, and I'm glad that we have this chill day to just kind of hang out, walk around first. But now I think the mission is accomplished, my friends. And if the mission is accomplished, you know what that means. It means we've done our duty. We can go home and sleep well. Oh, look at this. I ran into my buddy Dennis over here. And the fam! You got the whole fam, dude! The fam is out in the park.
Do you love the partner statue? Do you love looking at Walt? Well, coming soon, it's Robot Walt, new with active laser beams. If you thought regular Walt Disney was good, you ain't seen nothing yet. Coming to an opera house near you.
Oh my gosh, it's the coolest Christmas decoration in all of Disneyland Resort. Can you believe they only bring these down for the holidays? It's poinsettia!